Well, since I plan to do some work with SMDs, like surface mount components and soldering, I needed a pair of tweezers, or a set of tweezers. So I ordered this one. It's about $5. And, they list them as jewelry tweezers because, they're for refined kind of work. And here they are. It's a 6-pack. They actually are pretty decent. Actually, they feel pretty good. They are made of some sort of metal. And it looks like the part I didn't think too much about, they are covered in some sort of paint. I haven't tried scratching it off, but you can tell, just by holding it that it's not actually insulated. It may be electrically insulated. If I grab my my tool that I made, I might be able to check that the metal does not make contact, but that doesn't really matter. What's going on is I'm working with a soldering iron or a heat gun, and in one hand holding the component down that I'm trying to place, and in the other hand managing that tool, which means this may heat up, and because it's covered in some sort of paint instead of like a rubber, I am a little bit worried about these getting hot while working. They're probably fine. I'm gonna have to do some checking to see if people specifically recommend ones with an insulation, but either way, that's what $5 gets you. And actually, the quality's pretty good, I feel. Let's see here. This feels pretty good. It's got enough, when it's fully sealed, it's got enough give here so that it's bowed a bit. So that's actually pretty good. I want to show the packaging because it's kind of hilarious. It comes with 6 pieces. It says an ST 10, 11, 12, 10, 14, 15. They actually made a typo there. The second ST 10 was to be ST. This is supposed to be ST 13, and in fact they repeated 10 twice. So haha. If you check the actual numbers on these, like here for example, ST 12, 10, 11, 15, I missed one, 13, and this guy here, 15. If you add those all up, they count up from 1, or for they count up from, let's say, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They do count them all. So they're all here. And they're of a bunch of different types. The packaging is identical. As you can see, no matter which one you get, it has an angled section and a straight section. So they save some money here, which is actually quite wise. So the same package for each of the different tweezers. But we got the angled one, which I've been playing with. I like the angled one. I haven't done anything with it, but I kind of like it. And then we have the ST13, even though it's labeled as 10 here. I like that one. It's kind of the flat one. It's got a big head on it. That's pretty good there. And then the rest are relatively pointy. From what I can tell, they just look more pointy than the last. Either way, $5 is okay. But I do worry that when they get warm, they might be too warm. All right, so here's my custom continuity tester that I built. So when these two leads touch, we get that beep sound. So because it's made of metal, that should work. But ideally, this should not work. Okay. So far, so good. It should not be possible to make a connection like that. That should not be possible. So, like I assumed, it's just a paint coating, and there are some points that, technically speaking, you're not really well insulated if you happen to do this with a live circuit. So these would definitely not be recommended for a live circuit. Not to mention the fact that, it's metal on both ends, so whatever you're doing is going to connect the two ends. It's going to short something out. So yeah, let's get this out of here. Yeah, they work pretty good, but yeah, you don't want to use them for the live circuit, and they might get warm because it's just paint. Yep.